Good evening and salutations, my GH fans. Well, I gotta sit there and say, GH is off to a hell of a start this year. Well, I bashed GH in the past, and rightfully so, but this year so far, they're doing a great job. And I want to start off with Nina walking in her office, seeing people just move half of her shit, and then being like, what are you doing? Now, first she walked in there with those big ass glasses, and I was just like, "Well, was you out there drinking with the girls last night? What's going on?" But she's like, "Yo, what are y'all doing?" She sees a bunch of people just moving her stuff, and Drew comes in, and Drew's like, "Yeah, I told him to." Long story short, Drew's like, "Yeah, you're fired." And Nina's like, "You really gonna sit there and punish me? I mean, you're no, no." She was like, "So you're really gonna sit there and tank Crimson just to get back at me?" Now Drew starts whining about how you turned me in, I was collateral damage, I mistimed my daughter, and Nina's just like, does accountability mean anything to you at this point? That's not what she said, but she said something very similar to that. But that's literally what it comes down to. You want to sit there and keep whining and complaining about how you went to jail, what was me, blah, blah, blah. The ass whooping that you got was on you. You going to jail to sit there and sacrifice your time for, what he actually said? He said because he saved Willow's life, something along the lines of, so he basically sent there saying that your child is more important than mine. Well, I don't know, Drew, because it seems like Carly's children was more important than your child. I, just, I can't with this man. I really can't. But they get into a little bit more, and Drew is like, "Oh well, you're gonna go. The staff is gonna go, or you can one up sign this piece of paper saying that you're going to voluntarily leave, and then the staff gets to keep his job." So she signs it, and Drew's pretty much like, "Psych." Pretty much, he's just like, he always planned on keeping Crimson. He just wanted her gone. He was like, "Yeah, I knew you wouldn't give up the chance to sit there and play martyr." But I respect what she did, because she was like, "I'm not going to sit there and have all these hard people lose their job just because he wants to sit there and be Mr. Petty." And she's like, "All right, well, you know what? Listen, I made this magazine. I built it from the ground up." So, and she was also talking about Michael, like, Michael's not going to sit there and be okay with this. And I don't know if Michael actually will be okay with it, but it doesn't matter because it's Drew's company, so whatever. And she's like, "You're gonna sit there and wind up tanking this company." And she was like, "I'm irreplaceable." I was like, "Oh no, you did not just say that." And then Carly comes in, and he was like, "Yep, I just found your replacement." Now, Carly may look good in clothes, and she has an eye for her own fashion, but she does not have the experience to run Crimson. So, in total, Drew takes no accountability for what he did. And, you know, what Nina said was true. You're going to tank your daughter's like inheritance or whatever just to get back at me. And now you got somebody who has no experience running a magazine company just to get back at her, instead of, I don't know, bothering to take accountability for your own actions. I just, oh my God. And before then, she was talking to Sam. They were talking about Drew, and Sam was like, Drew's changed, a lot different. I'm like, well, yeah, he spent time in jail. He spent time in Bentonville. He got his ass beat. Like, that's a lot of PTSD. Like, yeah, Sam went to jail, but Sam didn't have to sit there and deal with what he had to deal with. So of course she's gonna be a little bit rattled. Now, Laura sees Cyrus in the hospital and, calls Spencer up. I was about to call him Spencer for a minute. Calls Spencer up. And, Spencer pretty much confessed that, yeah, I saw Nicholas and I let him take the child. Oh, so you pretty much just aided and abetted a kidnapping. Is that what you just said? Because that's what I heard. That's what I heard. Um, she's disappointed. She's mad and she's disappointed. Um, and so they're going over these different scenarios as far as calling the cops, as far as if Esme finds, if Esme somehow finds Nicholas, what she can wind up doing. Because that's something that Cyrus says. I was like, yo, listen, Esme came to me. Who else is she going to go to? And if she does find Nicholas, what do you think's going to happen? Because it's not going to end well. It's really not. Um, so finally, Laura winds up calling Dante, and now the FBI is going to be sniffing looking for him. Meanwhile, Esme goes to Ava for help. Saying Nicholas took my baby, and I need to find him. Yada yada yada. And on some level, she did sympathize with her because she's a mother. But, long story short, she was like, yo, listen, I can't help you. I don't know where he's going to be at. You're not going to be able to find. He got money, okay? I got resources. He has money, okay? You're not going to sit there and be able to find him. I was like, whoa, you must really be desperate. Too bad she can't sit there and go to Miss Wu. Now, I did hear, I don't know if this is true or not, but the actress that plays her, she might have been out for a while because she was taking care of her sick mother. So, I don't know if that's true, but that's what old Marty Marr used to sit there and say word on the street. So, you got that going on. Um, Joss is starting to become like the queen of just doing too much. Yes, she has the best of intentions, but sometimes she needs to just shut the up. Now, Adam woke up and, Portia's not there telling him, like, yo, listen, we can't let you leave until we get a psych evaluation. Like, you could be a danger to yourself or other people, so you just gonna have to sit there and wait here. And of course, he finds out that they called his parents. Willow was in the room for a little bit, and eventually, Adam's dick of a dad showed up. You ever just look at somebody, you could just tell that they're just this prick, this pussball, this pimple just walking around. That's what Adam's dad is, right? He walks over there and he's all like, "Where's my son at?" and this, that, and the third, and just being really demanding and just an asshole, right? This is where I say that Jocelyn doesn't know when to shut the up. Okay? Now, while they're talking, Jocelyn intervenes and she starts to say, oh, he was afraid of you and he took the pills to sit there and delete himself. And I'm just like, you just made the situation 1,000 times worse. Yes, I understand her, I understand that her heart was in the right place. She's worried about him. She was in the church with Dex, worried about him, blaming herself, wanting to apologize and everything. But I'm like, this is one of those things where it's like she grew up in a very loving environment, very safe. Okay, in a very loving environment, right? But not everyone actually had that experience. When Dax was sitting there talking about his experience, She felt bad and stuff like that, but she couldn't sit there and relate. And, maybe she would have sat there and thought about, listen, not everyone has parents or family like I do. I don't think she would have been sitting there mouthing off so much. Dex and Portia are sitting there trying to tell this girl to just stop talking. Because they can see that she's making it worse. So finally, they get her to back off. And, the prick was like, listen, if you come near my son, I'm going to sit there and sue you. So while Dex is not there leading her to the elevator, she decides to sit there and just take a little U-turn and just go right back to sitting and see Adam. Like, this dick did not just sit there and start trying to, talk about suing you. Now, of course, she sees Adam, and Adam wants nothing to do with her. Just looks at her and just turns over. At the end of the day, Jocelyn's gonna have to sit there and learn a very, very she's gonna have to learn a couple of lessons. You can't help everyone. You just can't. Then there's times that you can sit there and make a situation a hell of a lot worse. Like she just did today. Oh, and I'll also be remiss if I didn't sit there and say that, at some point Spencer did sit there and tell Laura that he feels that Esme got her old memories. One of the, because she was really angry and really disappointed, and he was like, yo, listen, I did this for A's safety because she's a deranged sociopath. And she got her memories back. So I did what I had to do. If I had to sit there and blackmail by saying that I can reinstate the charges, whatever I had to do, I wanted to make sure that my brother was safe. So, Laura's like, rather she has memories back or not, it's about redemption. Some people can be redeemed, some people simply cannot. Nell was one of those people that could not be redeemed at that stage of her life because, well, the writers just wouldn't let that happen. They just wanted her to be one note at that point. Anyway, I feel like that's about it. I can't think of anything else. So if I missed some stuff, because I felt like I wrote a damn book at this point. So if I feel like I missed anything, you know what to do. Come to life. Live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll sit there and talk about all the shows. General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Born and Beautiful, Young and Restless. If you are not a member, make sure you click the join button in the description box below. I do exclusive videos, members only. First take members. Exclusive live streams for members, and members monthly shoutouts where I literally will sit there and write each name in the book and shout them out as a way to thank you for just being a member. So you definitely want to join on that front. With that being said, I'm going to go. I want to thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.